Hey everybody, Glyco back with yet another video. So this video, I want to talk about bogus skill. I made a little video on this anime, this new anime, like a week or so ago. At the time of this recording, we are on its 7th or 8th episode. I watched them like a couple days ago. So in those episodes, Light Underwood finds himself in combat with his group called the Black Merchant Guild. He fights the leader. I forget what his name is in the latest episode. Well, the latest two episodes, episode 7 and 8. And for episode 7, he's being overwhelmed. He can't beat Zordio, even with all his multiple skills, because he has his broken sword. Zordio uses I don't know if his name is Zordio. What the Black Merchant Guild leader uses his he has he has lightning abilities from his skill, so he can shoot lightning. He can form it into swords. He can make familiars with it. He uses the lightning to make a shield to block the sleep power that Light Underwood has. So he's got Light outmatched. Light has to find this blacksmith he's trying to get to forge a sword. She has the skill to that helps her with sword forging. Like she can hit a metal and give it any type of property. But her swords were taken to kill. Her swords were used to kill people. And when she found that out, because she doesn't like violence, she didn't want to make swords anymore. But seeing Light fight, because Light's also trying to protect her family and all that. And I'm skipping over a lot of stuff because, I'm trying, it's not really a review. But long story short, he has to have this blacksmith make him a new sword. But while he was fighting the blacksmith, once he got the new sword, when he was fighting the Black Merchant Guild leader, Light has his friend and assistant, Isla, throw him another skill fruit and he eats it. And he gets a new skill. It's called touch flame, right? Basically, anything he's touching, he can turn to fire. And that got me wondering, right? I get it, okay? I get. And he used by the way, he used that and the new sword to beat the Black Merchant Guild leader. But that got me wondering. I get why the creator of this anime isn't having him be overpowered. I love overpowered characters, but that doesn't make for an interesting story. People get bored with it. Okay. But I gotta say, man, Light Underwood is his full potential isn't really being used, right? Now there was already someone who had magical abilities in the anime already, and potentially, maybe the manga, maybe the person didn't really want to copy powers. I personally wouldn't have seen anything wrong with that, but whatever. So the thing is this, right? Light is really, I don't get why Light's not eating more skill fruits to gain more and more and more power. That's in line with what his character wants to be. His character wants to be the greatest a hero, one of the greatest heroes of all time. Well, if you have infinite powers, you're probably going to, that's an easy way to be there. And at first, I didn't think they had any more skill fruits, but when they first started fighting the Black Merchant Guild, but when the Black Merchant Guild showed up, and we're in episode 8 when he told Isla to hand him a new fruit, I was like, oh, okay. So there was a skill fruit there. You just opted not to use it because you wanted to fight him fair and square for whatever reason, right? Now, let's see. And like I said, I get that why the mangaka isn't really doing that, why he isn't having that happen, but still, I think that it's a massive. It's in universe that wouldn't happen. Light would just eat a bunch of skill fruits and gain a bunch of powers. And you could say, well, no, because Light doesn't know what kind of skills he would get. Okay, well then he wouldn't have ate the skill fruit at all. I mean, when he got his new sword, going by that logic, it's not like he knew he was going to get something useful. So it really doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I think it honestly kind of hampers down the story. It'd be cool to see him eat a new fruit and get some, I don't know, some weird janky skill. Well, maybe not weird and janky, but get some new skill every episode, instead of every time he fights a powerful boss that he can't beat. It happened with the Wicked Dragon, and it happened with the leader of the Black Merchant Guild, who's on the screen here. So it really is it's starting to look like a cop out. Like, oh, I'm having trouble. I can't beat this boy. This guy's too tough. Give me a new skill, Which I mean, I guess I guess it helps with your power progression. It keeps it simple or whatnot. But for a person who the name of the story is literally bogus skill. The time I ate a fruit and gained the ability to have infinite powers. Anybody would jump on that. I don't care who you are. You would jump and just eat and gain power. So it just doesn't make sense. And I also want to talk about this from a narrative point of view, right? Narratively speaking, this also is pretty stupid. Well, not stupid, but I feel like the mangaka or the creator of the anime, I feel like it seems like all the skills he's getting are skills that go hand in hand with his sword skills, with his sword god skill, with the exception of the sleep pixie, I guess. But I don't touch, like he has to touch something to light it on fire. So you guess how he used that? He grabbed his sword and lit his sword on fire. It would have. I don't see why they didn't just give him magical fire powers or magical ice powers or water. Like it would be great if he was like different classes. Like he's got archery skills, he's got sword skills, he's got magic skills, he's got physical enhance. Like diversify his power set. That would have been very, very cool. If you wanted something that could boost his, and I also think the skill they chose is also kind of like meh or a bad choice for like amping his sword skills. Like if you really wanted to amp his sword skill, you could have gave him an armor skill, a skill where he can like he kind of like Iron Man, like he gets transformed and put into like a suit of armor. You don't gotta shoot the repulsor beams or nothing. You don't gotta have that, but like I don't know, like, and the armor could like boost his strength and sword skills ability as well. So, and actually he already has a skill that boosts that amps his sword strikes. I forget what it's called, but it's whenever he's using a sword, attacks do more damage and all that. So I just gotta wrap this video up by me just saying I am extremely disappointed because when I first started watching this anime, I thought this would be like, oh, he would have various kinds of power, but it's looking like all of his sword skills, all of his powers are just going to be skills that enhance his swordsmanship. While I don't think this is a bad thing, because he can still because I guess there's other ways to use his skills and all that, but I just feel like we digging for gold, but we just picking up sand instead. That's just how I feel about it. But hey, I enjoyed the anime anyway. I'm still going to watch it. This is probably going to be one of the animes that I constantly rewatch. I do like this anime a lot. I just wish there was just more diversity with his powers. Honestly, I wish he just went ahead and just ate a bunch. Now, I know there's a limit to how much he can eat because as we saw when he fought the Wicked Dragon, he passed out. But heck, let's say he wake up, he eats a new skill fruit a day. Most of the time, he can get a crappy skill, but then he can, there are times when he can get a really good skill. And while he's battling, before he, now let's say you want to keep the suspense, you want to keep the tension. Well, if he gets a good skill, don't show the skill at first. Let him, just, go about his day until he gets into whatever trouble he gets. Let him do like regular anime, like he's testing his power, like he's not testing power, like he's fighting against an enemy. The enemy's got him on the ropes. Then he busts out his new skill. You get the suspense, you get the dramatics in a way, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just mad because they won't make him super overpowered. Like, I want him to be super, super overpowered. It seems like this is going to be one of the animes that's not going to, that it's going to have like 12 episodes, but the story's going to go on and on. So hopefully we get a season 2 of this, but I'm probably going to go ahead and read the manga. Try to, get the manga just so, because I'm actually going to want to know what's going to happen. I'm actually going to want to know what happens at the end of this. But yeah, that's just my little thoughts on this. By the way, episode 7 and 8, they were great. They were all right. A lot of talking, but still, hey, it was all. I'm kind of worried about episode 9 because we're going away from Light and we're following Lena. So, whatever. Yeah, this is Glecko. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.